Good evening. What a wonderful day this is. On behalf of the Board of Governors, let me first extend a warm Algonquin College welcome to our honored guests, parents and families, returning alumni, and a very regal-looking stage party. Thank you for celebrating with us today. I also want to take a moment to pay tribute to a group of individuals who have played a very important role in the success of our graduates tonight. And although it may appear that it could go without saying, a good part of your success here this evening can be attributed to the exceptional faculty and staff of this college. And so I want to thank our faculty and staff in a very public way and thank them for their commitment to excellence and their commitment to Algonquin College and their commitment to your success. And with those introductory comments, I welcome you to the fall 2013 convocation and ask all of you who are here with us today to recognize the most important women and men in this beautiful hall this evening, the graduating class of 2013. And so, graduates, I can tell you that we are very proud of you. This beautiful hall is filled with family and friends and staff and faculty who are all here to recognize your success. However, I think it's probably fair to say that none of you have made it here solely on your own. There are parents and grandparents, sisters and brothers, friends and family and partners who have helped make your time at Algonquin possible. So graduates, why don't we do this? Why don't we take a moment to recognize your supporters, for some of you, your personal private bankers. And so why don't we have a look around in the hall today, look for that person or people in the audience behind you who have help you get here today. Feel free to stand up, turn around, and give them a wave. And so I can tell you that earlier this year, this spring, my son Adam graduated, and as a father, I can say with certainty that those people who you just thanked are equally as pleased that you are finished here today. But we are here to honor your achievements and your successes. And before I do that, I want to take a moment to recognize a certain group of students. They are our international students. You see, that they could have chosen to attend college at any country in the world, and they chose Canada. And they could have chosen any college in this country, and yet here they are in Ottawa, they chose Algonquin College. As of this morning, remarkably, Algonquin College has students from 117 countries around the world. 117 countries out of 196. And your international students, we want you to know that your presence here on our campus made the learning more rich and helped prepare all of our graduates for a workforce that is becoming increasingly diverse. And now I do, though, have one request for our international students, and that is when you return to your homes, wherever they may be, we would like you to please remember your time in Ottawa fondly and share with your family and your friends the things that make Canada special. The celebration of diversity, the importance of freedom, the pursuit of equality and personal safety. And the audience may not know this, but the students do, that the whole aspect of international education is important to this institution. When you walk from what we call our C building to our A building, there is a sign on the wall, a wonderful quote from Nelson Mandela, who wisely told us that it's education that's the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. We believe that at Algonquin College, and that's why we think the work that we do is so important. So to our international students, we have enjoyed deeply having you here in the nation's capital. And when you go home, please tell your friends and family about us and let them know that Algonquin's doors are open to the world. And for all of our students, we know that the journey to come here tonight has not been an easy one. We know that there are graduates here tonight who have lost loved ones while they studied with us. There are graduates here tonight who overcame significant personal challenges to be here. And there are graduates who had to struggle financially just to make it. We're very impressed by your persistence and your pursuit of your college credential. And that is why for tonight we honor you and your persistence, and we honor your achievements. And one of the ways we do this is through the academic regalia that you're wearing. Graduation ceremonies are one of the few times that faculty and staff and students get to wear these robes, but they're more than simply robes. They are a symbol of academic achievement and academic excellence, a tradition that goes back 1,000 years, when professors and students had to study in buildings that were not heated. And today may be the only time that you get to wear these robes. But they are a symbol that you're wearing. They are a symbol that connects you with over 150,000 graduates of this college who have come before you, graduates who have gone on to do remarkable things in this city, in this province, and around the world. So for all of you here today, welcome to the club. The title of this address is summed up in 4 simple words: from passion to purpose. Let me just take a moment and talk about the passion of our students. You cannot graduate from this institution unless you have a passion for learning and a passion to make your life better. As students, your passion filled the hallways with music and laughter. We saw your passion in the form of wins and losses and championships on the fields and in our gymnasium. Just this past weekend, our women's soccer team won the Ontario College Championship in Toronto. It's a group of ladies we're extremely proud of. And your passion made us a better college. You had the passion to dream big. Let me give you just one example. There were a group of students who convinced us that we could compete on an international stage and not only design, not only engineer, but to build the world's most efficient home and compete against some of the best schools in the world. 2 weeks ago, their passion paid off. Algonquin College finished 6th out of all colleges and universities in the United States prestigious Department of Energy Solar Decathlon Housing Championships in California. Algonquin students finished just one place out of that 8,000-acre campus in Palo Alto, California, by the name of Stanford University. With passion comes excellence, and we're extremely proud of our graduates. And your passion helped to build a better community while you were here, that you helped those who had less than you. You volunteered your time, and this group of students raised hundreds of thousands of dollars to give to charities and those people who had less than them. Your passion to share your skills, quite frankly, made Ottawa a better place to live. And your passion made learning more exciting. You showed us that it is possible to address differences of importance with civility and respect and an open mind. You amazed your professors in your classrooms and in the labs and in the community. It's a privilege to have watched your journey through Algonquin College. And on behalf of the Board of Governors and the faculty and the staff, we thank you and we recognize your passion. This year's group is an impressive lot. And yet this is a new day, which brings me to the second point that I'd like to share with you. We have a tendency at these ceremonies to look back. In fact, that's what convocation means, to come together and look back. Look ahead, excuse me. This leads me to my second recommendation for you in the 4 words of advice that I provided, from passion to purpose. Let me start with a comment that to our graduates may sound a bit odd. But I can tell you that those people on the stage with me tonight and many of the people who are here with you can attest to this point, that life is short. Time is now your predator. When you leave here today, you must remember that it's time that is your most precious asset. We are only giving a finite amount of it. When you leave here today, we are certain that you will get a job, you will then make money, and you will go on to buy things. What you cannot have more of, though, is time. And so what will you do with this precious asset of your time? What is your purpose now that you have this extraordinary gift of a college credential? And what I might think might bring some urgency for you to answer that question is to think of your life now more like a short-term project. As you sit here tonight, waiting for your name to be called and for us to recognize your achievement, we would like you to think about why you chose Algonquin College and your program. For what reason and for what purpose? What will you do now to make a real impact, not only on your life, but on the lives of those around you? And how are you going to bring balance to that life? I can tell you that there are few people on their deathbed who wish that they spent more time at their office. How are you going to give back to your community? I recommend that you get deeply involved in your community, your church, your synagogue, your mosque. Take the time and make the time to vote in an election. Volunteer at a local school and help a child just the same as many of you help children throughout the learning in your program. In doing that, you will build a stronger community, a community that someday will have zero tolerance for violence against women and children, a community where everyone has a chance to play a sport or play an instrument or do an activity. And to move from passion to purpose does not mean you think less of yourself. What it does mean is that you're prepared to think of yourself less and think of others more. In closing, graduates, let me leave you with a couple thoughts. On behalf of the staff and faculty of your new alma mater, we do want to say thank you. Thank you for making our lives a little brighter, our hallways a little livelier, and our classrooms a little wiser. And I know that I think that I can speak on behalf of everyone in this hall tonight by giving you one final assignment. We would ask you to leave tonight with this college credential, something that the rest of the world would love to have so badly, to leave with a spirit of boldness, to be confident in your actions, to create positive change in your community, wherever that community may be. Get out and be a great Canadian, and if you're not a Canadian, you're now taught to act like a Canadian, and quite frankly, I think the world needs a little more Canada these days, so that's good. But we can tell you this, that we know with certainty that you now have the ability to rise even higher than where you've been, and all of you have the ability to harness the passion that you showed us and live your life with deep purpose. Congratulations, graduates. We're extremely proud of you. Good luck. Thank you.